A fresh maritime standoff is unfolding between China and Taiwan. The Coast Guard vessels from both sides faced off near the Taiwan-controlled Pratas Islands in the South China Sea. The confrontation comes amid rising military activity and growing defense preparations in Taiwan. These are the images of the latest standoff between the two nations. Taiwan's Coast Guard says that a Chinese Coast Guard vessel entered restricted waters near the Pratas Island, which is also known as Dongsha. Taiwan says the Chinese ship ignored warnings, accelerated and altered course towards the island. Taiwanese vessels responded with close-range maneuvers. Both sides exchanged warnings over radio communications. Taipei has described this incident as a deliberate provocation. It says that this was the third Chinese maritime incursion near Taiwan in the past month.
你的行动已影响我国海域秩序及安全，请立即转向，尽速离开我方水域。台海和平。
The maritime confrontation comes against the backdrop of wider military pressure from Beijing. Taiwan says that China has stepped up naval, coast guard and air activity around the island. According to Taiwan's defense ministry, dozens of Chinese military aircraft and multiple naval vessels were detected operating near Taiwan in the recent days. China considers Taiwan part of its own territory. Beijing has repeatedly refused to rule out the use of force to achieve reunification. Chinese officials maintain that activities around Taiwan are aimed at safeguarding what they call national sovereignty. Taipei is also expanding its anti-ship missile arsenal. Reports suggest that Taiwan plans to more than double its stockpile by 2029. Now, the strategy is designed to deter any blockade or invasion attempt. Taiwanese President Lai Ching-te has also pushed for higher defense spending and faster military modernization. The United States remains Taiwan's most important security partner, but questions have now emerged after President Donald Trump's recent visit to Beijing, where Trump had suggested future arms sales to Taiwan could become part of the broader negotiations with China. This has sparked concern in Taipei. However, the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has insisted that there has been no change in the American policy. Rubio said that Washington remains committed to preserving the status quo across Taiwan Strait. In fact, he's also pointed to a record U.S. arms sale approved for Taiwan last year. But Beijing continues to oppose any military cooperation between Washington and Taipei. Chinese officials, meanwhile, have warned against deeper U.S.-Taiwan defense ties.